Hey guys, so welcome back to my day 2 in Cuba. So it's picking up exactly where I left off in my first vlog, where I show you guys where we're getting mojitos freshly made and a stand on the roadside outside of the where they did the slave imports and outports and slave ports. So they had a bunch of like stands out there, and then we just go back into the sightseeing of the country on day 1, 2, 3, and I want to say about 4, almost half of 4. We stood in the city of Havana, and we saw all the beautiful sights and the cities and the culture and everything that it had to offer. Is really and truly a beautiful city, and we had an amazing time. We was out during the day a lot for most of the day, and then we went out on certain nights here and there. But as I'm showing you, we were driving on the coast where one side was the city and the other side was the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And it was extremely beautiful. The people were amazing. We never felt fearful or anything. I would like to say it was a pretty safe city. We did travel in groups a lot, and my other friends also met a travel group out there. So there are people out there you just can look into those Facebook groups and definitely find them. Here I'm showing you the cannons, and pretty much this is where the slave port was. Originally wasn't designed to be a slave port, but after slavery came into play, this is what it turned into. Those were where the slaves were held captivities in those little pods and buildings, which I found very, very interesting, because there's one very similar in Ghana that is identical. So I don't know if the Portuguese just set up ports all over, but they just had like a specific ideal and design where they had. So yeah, me and my friends are over there walking towards the port. The guy in the red shirt, he was our driver. Shout out to Julio. He was an amazing tour guide. You guys, if you guys are going to go to Cuba, you definitely should look him up. He's reliable. He makes you feel comfortable. He is safe. So I would like to give him a shout out. I'll probably put his info in the screen, and you guys can check him out if you guys decide to go there. So right now I'm just walking closer to the ports and getting closer. My friends taking pictures. Those where the slaves were held captivity. There was no windows, no room, barely. So yeah, and then we get back on the road, and where are we heading? We do more sightseeing because we left there. So he was just taking the back road, just showing us like the tobacco and farms that they have. Their main exportation is the tobacco. That's where most of their economy is based on. So later on in my tobacco farm vlog, well, in a couple days down, I'm going to show you when I visit an actual tobacco farm in Cuba. But right now we're just driving on the highway, seeing what the countryside looks like. And we're still in Havana, but it's like, it's a very diverse city. For me, coming who lives in like New York City, I'm used to like a different like buildings, rowdiness, and this is more like a rural area. So that was pretty cool and interesting to digest. And honestly, it does remind me a lot of Ghana. And I was just so amazed on how two places can be on different scopes of the earth but have so many similarities. The only difference I would say is probably the roadways and the vegetation and the dirt. Africa has more of a clay dirt, and this is when we head into the inner city. When we went to the museum, we couldn't take pictures or video in the museum, so I just took it on the outside, and I'm just showing you pictures of us going to the cannon ceremony that night, and that was just me taking a selfie in some immaculate light. But this is a ritual that they do every night. They shoot off a cannon. Why do they shoot off the cannon? We weren't really clear, but they just do it every single night. I think Fidel Castro was the one who set that forth, just to like show that they're here. They're pretty much just like a sign of the revolution that took place in Cuba, where they were able to become free against their captors or people who were holding them in bondage. So this is just to represent their revolution. They do it every night at 9 o'clock. And it's super loud when the cannon goes off. So yeah, I didn't put that in. and this is our final night on night 2. It was my friend's birthday. That's why we traveled out there. And so we went to a magnificent restaurant. I'll have that detailed in the description box below. The food was amazing. The staff was like so courteous. We were the last ones there, and they really treated us with so much respect and everything. And the language barrier wasn't as bad as we thought it would be in Havana. So thank you guys for watching. Please check out my previous vlog and my on my main channel. Head over there to see my next video. Bye.